Hi guys, welcome back. It's Mr. Vince, and I hope you are all having a wonderful Friday today. Personally, I have enjoyed this day so far. It is November 8th, 2024, by the time this video gets released to YouTube. And here is my Build-A-Bear bunny. I am a stuffed animal enthusiast. I like bringing in stuffed animals to show you guys. But behind me, I also got one of the sketches I made on my sketchpad. I think it was the second day of sketching when I made this cat behind me. It actually got torn off of the sketchpad when I was trying to look through a lot of the sketches, and I decided to tape it on the wall because I don't think I can ever get it back on the sketchpad, but that's alright. So for this video, I am going to talk about my personal experience of 2024 because most of you are probably going to tell each other what 2024 was like. 2024 is coming to an end. I know it's only November, but we're getting pretty close to 2025. I know some of you might be very excited for the year. Some of you may not be very happy. Some of you may be very happy. Honestly, I am pretty excited for 2025. We're getting a couple things like GTA 6, maybe, and I don't know what else we're getting, but yeah, it's gonna be a crazy year. That's for sure. And also, I'm wearing this scarf, not because winter is coming up, because I decided fairly recently I wanted to wear this again. I rarely wear scarves, so there you go. I'm not wearing a jacket or anything, but that's alright. With that said, though, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So for this video, I am going to be playing Roblox, since I am going to be experimenting with something. So yeah, please keep that in mind. If you guys do like this better than just me talking in front of the camera, please feel free to let me know. I may not do this all the time, but I am more than happy to do this for you guys because it just feels better in my opinion. And obviously, as myself who likes to play video games a lot, it definitely makes sense. So, talking about the changes that did affect my life, firstly, the anger issues have been settled quite a ton this year. I felt a lot nicer, and I'm just a lot more relaxed. Like, I don't feel as crazy as I used to be. I mean, it's part of aging, but holy cow, this year really did make me feel happy about myself. I just felt like from a year that was pretty miserable for me to a year that actually felt like a very welcoming year, I didn't feel as over-exaggerated. I didn't want to feel as insane. I just wanted to be more sane of a person. Just wanted to kind of act normal and such, even though I am autistic and I will definitely screw up some words because I usually suck at wording things without a script. So I just wanted to throw it out there. I am bad at wording sometimes. You can't really blame me for that, though. But with that said, I went through a lot of changes this year that made my life a lot better. So recently I did announce on X that I wouldn't be using it because I'm slowly stepping away from social media. But I'm not going to actually completely step away from social media. But I'm now kind of more excited with just hanging out and stuff and checking out what my family/friends are up to. So the only social media you guys can pretty much check out is Discord. You can join the Discord server and then you guys can chat if you want. Obviously, you do have to abide by the rules because I don't want people just kind of forming a government and be like, yeah, you know what, let's just go crazy and all that. My server is not really supposed to be an anarchy, but we all gotta have our own maturity, am I right? So, yeah. I feel like it's just nice being able to step away from certain social media. Another social media that I don't think I'm going to be using is Kick. Now, I know some of you might have noticed on Kick that I was streaming, but I don't think I'm going to be streaming as much on Kick anymore. I know a lot of you don't use Kick anyways, so just wanted to throw it out there. The other social media that I don't think I'm going to be using as much is Twitch for the same reason. I just don't really stream on different platforms aside from YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for over 7 years now, and just live streaming on a different platform is just not very enjoyable. If I'm going to be doing more videos at this point, I don't think live streaming on a different platform is going to cut it. So I'm going to probably stick with YouTube, and then I'll use Discord for chatting and stuff, obviously. Primarily in my server. But additionally, I think I'm also going to step away from Reddit. I do use Reddit occasionally. The only reason I use Reddit is to kind of submit something in the jailbreak community, but that's about it. I don't really use Reddit very often. And then, as in for other social medias, I do use Blue Sky. You guys can follow me on Blue Sky. I will most likely just post some IRO content, like some sketching and all that. But I won't obviously just go ahead and post Roblox content all the time like I used to on X. So, yeah. But with that being said, I'm just really happy with how I'm going. And this year has really affected my life. A little bit, at least. And then, as in for my phone usage, I don't actually see myself using my phone as much. I mean, whenever I go to school, I don't really use my phone as much as I used to. What I would do instead is just play games on a console or something, and that's a really good thing. I haven't been checking out social media throughout the school days, and it's kind of strange. Like, usually what somebody would do is look at their phone and check social media, but for me, I'm like, nah. I go to school, and I just kind of go through school the old school way, where I'm just like, I only use my phone for gaming. I don't want to use my phone for social media, you know? Feels weird, but that's my norm. Not gonna check social media all the time. You know? I actually did have Tumblr, but I don't think I'm gonna use it for a while. I think I'll actually start using Tumblr in the future just for vlogging, but I don't vlog at the moment, so I'm trying to see what I can do about that in the future. And I'm kind of low on the leaderboard right now, but that's not too bad. So, another thing I wanted to point out is the avatar I'm wearing. So, there was actually a new trailer for Squid Game Season 2. I was given an alert about it. And yeah, we're getting a new season for Squid Game, so it's actually starting to become a little more relevant again. If you remember back in 2021, Squid Game was very relevant because it released on Netflix. So, Squid Game is actually becoming much more relevant again. Hence the avatar. So yeah, finally, we're getting some love for Squid Game. We're getting a new season, so that's why I'm wearing this avatar. Vici did actually make this avatar originally, but I decided to improve the avatar. So you can see you got the Nerf guns and the Mad City Plasma gun, as you can see, and the RB Battles popcorn bucket. I don't know, I'm just that hungry. I like food, so just wanted to throw it out there. One other additional note I do want to make as well about social media is that as much as I do like to use social media, I do think that I don't want to try to use it as much. And as in for listening to music, I actually started to listen to music that I feel like is not so bad, but it is kind of nostalgic to me. And I know I am nostalgic, but I like listening to music that just sounds best to me. So you may not hear as much NCS music in my future videos because I'm kind of stepping away from using NCS music. I'm still going to use NCS music, but it just feels a little bit wrong to use it in IRO videos like this one. So yeah, I don't know if Nintendo music is okay to use, but I am just kind of experimenting a little bit, so you can definitely expect some differences. Am I right? With that said, though, I am thinking about doing an outro in the future, but I'm not too sure yet because obviously as a YouTuber who doesn't really care much about views, I don't know, because I'm just always different. I try different things, and some things just don't work out within my favor. And that's why we have something called practice. We try to practice something, and we try to improve from the practices we would make because of the mistakes that we would be making. So, one other note I do want to make is that I don't want to try live stream as much because this channel was actually not at its peak when it was just live streaming a ton back in summer break, which most of you would be like June. So that's why I wanted to kind of step away from streaming all the time. I wanted to try to make weekly videos because I know some of you were a little bit worried about the videos, and I just want to try to push them out. Oh my goodness, I got a hyperchrome. No! No!
No, 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 no.
Okay, let me just go back to reality, okay? So that's just a thing, alright? I don't want to obviously just like, yeah, just gonna go ahead and live stream all the time, you know? I'm trying to release weekly videos. Weekly videos are just way better for my channel. As I mentioned last week, I didn't want to do daily content because that's gonna affect me personally, and it's not gonna go well. I cannot stop with the fact that I managed to get a hyperchrome in the video. That's crazy. Alright, so let me go ahead and do this over here. I also don't want to try to do Roblox content all the time, because if I just do jailbreak, then that's not going to go well in my favor. And so that's why I wanted to try to branch out content. I might actually start doing that in December when I get a new gaming laptop, most likely. I hope I do, because right now I don't have an actually good laptop, and it's kind of rotting in the dust storm because it's just so slow. I can't even use it. I actually do have another computer, but I don't really use it anymore because of the computer I have right behind me, or in front of me, because from my own perspective. So, additionally, a gaming laptop is going to be very helpful. I would be able to use it for live streaming and being able to try out different games and stuff. So, I'm kind of looking forward to that, obviously. I mean, I want to be able to play games that some of you may enjoy, like Minecraft or Terraria, or maybe some AAA games. I am actually planning to use Steam as well, but goodness forsaken when I'm actually going to go ahead and get some games on Steam. One of the games that I might get out is Gmod, or Gary's Mod, and make some videos on Gary's Mod. Maybe even live stream Gary's Mod. But just a heads up, I don't think I'm going to be messing with Skibidi Toilet. See more Shrek in the future than Skibidi Toilet. Trust me. Because I'm a big fat Shrek fan, and I actually did meet Shrek earlier this year. That was like the biggest thing in my life. Just meet up with a famous character. I was actually able to meet with Shrek. I was very grateful. Like, me and my family went for a lot this year, and we were kind of going through some improvements. We had Bidenomics, but now we're getting Trump economics. Remember when we had Trump for president? Well, we're getting Trump again. Oh yeah, baby. It's about time we get Trump. And then, coincidence is that I actually watched a funny meme or YouTube poop of him. YouTube poops were pretty insanely funny, unironically. Because, yeah, they could be kind of there for the humor, but some of them are actually kind of good. Or cool to watch. Like, back in 2016, we had a meme wars with Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. And then, I don't think we really had it as much this year. The AI presidents were the best. I loved AI president gaming. We need that back. That should be a relevant meme again. I loved AI president gaming. You know? Okay, but anyways. So, the content this year hasn't been the best. Back in January, I actually uploaded a lot. And then in April, my videos started to release a little less often. And that kind of didn't go well because especially after the movie Jailbreak the End released. I felt like, yeah, I just didn't really push that much content. Live streams were essentially part of the channel at that point, and most of you probably don't watch my live streams. Some of you do, so thank you guys for that. But I don't want to obviously go the route that I did take early this year, where I'll just be like, oh yeah, just live streaming, let's live streaming, you know. That's gonna suck. I understand that some YouTubers just live stream, but for me, I just want to try to do both. Shorts, that's a small X right there because I do typically do shorts, but not as much as I used to. I feel like shorts were such a norm, but with the new CEO of YouTube, yeah, YouTube shorts were being cracked down, and their algorithm is not very good anymore because we have been getting a couple more changes on the YouTube homepage, and that's just good. Videos got to be relevant again because videos were the old days. They were old school content, and they still are. Unless if you're like making this into a short format and be like, yeah, then I don't know about that. Shorts have been kind of new in 2021, kind of. I think I kind of started making shorts in 2021. They weren't actually considered shorts because they didn't exist yet. I think it took till mid 2022 when shorts were finally acknowledged on YouTube. Goodness forsaken. I didn't want to make too many of them. As for videos, I haven't really been as interested in making videos. I didn't want to put too much editing onto them. I am not actually a big graphic designer. So, to be fair, my videos are not always laid out the way you would expect them to be, but I am not bad at it either. Of course, the video editing app I do use is VLO. If you guys weren't aware, I did end up not using DaVinci as much because, yeah. Imagine I get a narrow hyperchrome from this. Nah, not today, man. We're not getting another one. Okay, so, yeah. VLO has actually kind of been goated, and that's why I've been using it again. It's just that good. I've been using VLO for over 5 years at this point. Maybe kind of less, but yeah. I first knew about VLO in 2019 after I got a new iPad, which is the one I still have. But yeah, I've been using it since then. It's kind of surprising, but it's definitely a lot better nowadays because its updates just made the application so much better. I feel like the iOS version is way better than Android's because I think Android's just lacking behind. That might be why. Oh yeah, by the way, the vehicle of the week is the prison bus. So now you can spawn in if you own it. Rip the Roadster. Yeah, goodbye to the Roadster. Anyways, if you remember 2021, I used to make a lot of videos. Like almost every day that year, I would make a video. Even if the video is short, there'll be a video in 2021. But this year, there are only about 200 videos. By the end of the year, there will probably be 200. Maybe less because I'm not really going to live stream as often, but that's for good reason. And one more thing. Personally, the fan base needs to kind of grow a little bit more. I've been making some new friends. I went to a new school, so making new friends was definitely a lot easier on my part. It's about time I finally make some friends again. I want to be able to befriend a lot of people and just kind of make alliances with them, just so we don't get into any trouble. And additionally, I have tried my best to do many different things for the channel. I mean, I used to do astronomical videos. I also used to do some goofy old videos, and now I'm just kind of making IRO videos. You know, just enjoying life, but not in the nicest way possible, but definitely not in the worst way. That's what I'm aiming for. I don't really have a dream job. I just like to YouTube for fun. I don't really care much about money. I mean, sure, we do have some problems with the economics nowadays, but I mean, I'm not going to care much about money. I'm not going to be wealthy and be like, yo, I care about money. You know what? I'm going to be like a YouTuber who's going to make a bunch of content that kids are going to watch and they're going to be trolled for it. No. That's just lame. Yeah, welcome to the good old age where you're like, yeah, I love making content for fun. Just kind of chilling and all that. That's the main setting. I also watched a few new YouTubers earlier this year, like Nico. Not Nico Bellic, but that was funny. But yeah, there were a few YouTubers I did watch that actually had some really good videos. And I kind of learned a lot over the course of the year. And I just quite successfully established how I'm going to be. Because if I'm going to be honest, this year has definitely been my peak year as in how I was. And I was mentally a lot more stable than I was last year. I mean, I'm not even joking there. I felt a lot better. I didn't feel as crazy. And the fact that I haven't really used my phone as much, unless if I'm checking out YouTube, yeah, it's just crazy. Speaking of which, the most used app on my phone is probably YouTube. I don't even use Roblox very much on my phone compared to YouTube. And you can definitely tell. I have not used a lot of those social media platforms. So I just wanted to throw it out there. And yeah, I kind of go back to the old days. Like a decade ago, I didn't have a phone and I mostly had a tablet. I also had a PS3. And me and my brother used to play on a PS3. That was a very nice memory. I kind of am growing it back. And now we have RPCS3. Is that how you say it? It's a PS3 emulator. And if I get some PS3 games, I could probably live stream PS3 games. Especially Little Big Planet. Like, if you guys know Little Big Planet, that was the real deal. Back in the early 2010s. Because Little Big Planet was such a popular game. And yeah, I'm trying to play it again. Because, yeah. I actually do have Little Big Planet 3. Maybe I'll stream it someday. Just kind of play Little Big Planet 3 for fun. But unfortunately, as of January this year, their servers shut down for DDoS attacks, I'm pretty sure, so that's okay. I think the oil rig's going to explode, though. I don't think I have enough time to rob the whole thing. Yeah, it's going to explode in a minute, so I got to get out of here. And use my Black Hulk to get out of here. Call in for backup. I don't want to lose my car extended warranty. I'm so funny, but I'm not obviously the funniest guy ever. So yeah, let me go ahead and just get all this done. And since I am autistic, it's obviously hard for me to say stuff properly. I word things a bit weird, but you can't really blame me because that's how autistic people go with their lives. They word things a bit strange, and sometimes I don't make sense. I mean, I don't. And that's okay, because not every human has to be perfect. AI is not perfect. It will never, ever be perfect. Even if we manage to improve it in the future. I am a little bit conceited about AI, though, because people are probably try to sue people in court because of something small with AI. It's going to be pretty crazy. So if we have regulations on that, then yeah. That's like the only worry I have personally online, because AI is going to just be a heck of an annoying thing to deal with. So yeah. Overall, I feel like 2024 has been a very enjoyable year. Playing on the PS5 for content has actually been the best thing I could think of. And I'm just so grateful to have a PS5. I'm really thankful. My parents are awesome, even if we had some tough times. And I'm just grateful to have them. Be grateful of your parents. Thank them for taking care of you, even if they're not the nicest. Just at least be grateful that you have been taken care of and such. And make sure you enjoy the best of your lives, because every life is going to come to an end. But that's okay, because we're going to have new generations come by, generation after generation after generation. You will be able to find yourself a soulmate. I believe in you for that one. I mean, most of us believe that Nikocado Avocado is going to lose all of his weight, and guess what? He lost over 250 pounds when he revealed it in his video back in September. He was 2 steps ahead. Lots of people didn't catch on that. I know, it's crazy. But with that being said, I feel like this year is just terrific. It wasn't as bad as I anticipated. Like earlier this year, I feel like it was going to be part 2 of 2023. But surprisingly, it didn't really feel like it. Yeah, I mean, there were a few bad things, like Peanut the squirrel getting killed. and jailbreak not updating as much, but that's okay. I mean, we have to move on. Am I right? But Peanut the Squirrel getting killed is definitely one of the most nonsensical things I could think about. I feel kind of sentiment towards the event because why would you randomly go raid someone's squirrel and just kill him? Am I right? I'm not into society, but holy cow, that's a ridiculous event that I think was talked about recently. It's just crazy. 2024 just kind of feels like some of the older years. 2016, hint, hint. But, 2025 might be better. Everybody has different experiences, obviously, so you can definitely tell your kids in the future how your years went. Because honestly, if anything, I would say 2016 was my favorite year, let alone 2014 was the worst. I kind of hated 2014, I'm not gonna lie. I was actually at my worst during that year. 2023 was close, but 2014 was worse. 2016 was the best. It was like a fever dream. I was at my peak childhood, because it was just that good. Everybody might have a peak childhood. Hopefully you do. Gonna be a Giga chat here, but be sure to take care of yourselves. Make sure you enjoy your days. And don't try to make yourself lazy. You will always have something to do with yourself. Make your years the best you can. And please do not always trust anything. Because you might experience a lot of trauma. You might fall into a lot of bad luck and how that goes. So it's very nice being able to make this video again because I've actually not done this video type for a long time. The last time I actually made a video similar to this was in 2021 where I kind of compared my experience with 2020 to my experience in 2021. So honestly, it's amazing. But anyways, that is all I got for this video. If you guys have enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like and please feel free to let me know what you guys think about this new format I decided to do for this video. I might actually do this in the future, so please stay tuned for that. But with that being said, have a nice day everybody. My name is Mr. Vince, and I'll see you guys in the next video.